Let me just go across to another breaking update that is coming in from the Supreme Court, because a short while back we broke the story how the MVA or the Mahavikas Aghadi, the political parties, had approached the Supreme Court, and now it is coming across as a setback to the Uddhav government, because that point in time they were challenging exactly what happens to those 16 of those MLAs whose disqualification plea was still pending in court till the 11th of July, but they were to take part in the floor test. Now, this is another breaking update. The floor test will not be happening tomorrow. It is now going to happen on Monday. So that is another breaking update. But the Supreme Court, we are told, has said that let the proceedings continue in the House first, and thereafter the matter will be heard in the Supreme Court on the date that has been said, which is the 11th of July. Harish, what has the court said?
Yes, that's right. The bench led by Justice Suryakant has said that whatever is happening, let it happen now. We are not shutting our eyes. We will take up your petition for hearing on July 11th with all other petitions, list the IA along with the other pleas and circulate it among parties. So the big takeaway is that Supreme Court has refused to interfere with the vote of confidence which the new government is expected to take in the coming days, within 2-3 days. Kapil Sibal had said that these are 16 people who have committed a constitutional sin of defection, so they should not be allowed to vote, and they cannot be allowed to sit in the assembly as a separate group till they merge with some party, and also the election commission should have been asked to take a decision first. They cannot be in any way allowed to sit in the assembly, but the Supreme Court has for the time being refused to interfere with the confidence vote and has said that we will take it up on July 11th. Rest assured, we will look into all the aspects you have raised. But the big takeaway is that the Supreme Court has, just like the floor test, it has also cleared the decks for the new government's swearing in, and also the vote of confidence which the government is expected to take in 2-3 days' time. So remember, the Kapil Sibal for the Mahavikas Aghadi had moved the Supreme Court seeking disqualification of the 16 MLAs, including the Chief Minister designate Eknath Shinde, saying that the Supreme Court had wrongly interfered with the disqualification proceedings, which should resume as early as possible, because for the floor test has not happened. Now the new government is swearing in, and these 16 MLAs will be illegally sitting in the assembly. Remember, these arguments had already been made, but this was a surprise move from the Mahavikas Aghadi. It means that they are trying to leave no stone unturned to sabotage the swearing in of the new government. Back to you. Right,
but what really happens now, because Harish, as far as the majority test is also concerned, in the Maharashtra Assembly, a special session has been called on the 3rd and the 4th. 4th is when their majority needs to be proved on the floor of the House, and 11th of July is the matter that was slated earlier by the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is saying that the disqualification matter, it will not be giving any urgent hearing to this. The matter that was slated on the 11th of July will be heard on the same date itself.
So now all these petitions will be heard on July 11th. Remember, 2 days back, while clearing the decks for the floor test, also the Supreme Court bench led by Justice Suryakant had very clearly said that we are allowing the floor test to happen, but the outcome of it will be subject to the petitions pending in the Supreme Court. That is one seeking, which is filed by the Shinde camp challenging the disqualification process. Number 2, which had filed by the Uddhav camp challenging the floor test ordered by the governor. And today there was a fresh petition saying that first the deputy speaker should have been allowed to decide finally on the disqualification petition, and all other proceedings of the House should have been stayed. So the action in the Supreme Court now will be on July 11th. Before that, the Supreme Court has cleared the decks for the voter confidence of the new government.
Right, but what really happens, Harish, in this case, because if the majority is proved on the floor of the House, many of those MLAs, even when they have been on the 16 of the list for the disqualification, what if they become ministers and they are chosen and they're given berths in the new Sarkar?
Yes, Supreme Court has very clearly said that whatever is happening, let it happen, but all is subjected to judicial review, and the test of everything will be taken, will be examined. Legality of each action will be examined when the Supreme Court hears the matter on July 11th, which means that in the eventuality of the Supreme Court finds that these MLAs deserve to be disqualified, the Supreme Court can easily disqualify them, or if it finds that the proceedings against the MLAs were wrong, they can even uphold the action of MLAs participating in the assembly session and also the confidence vote.